All right, let's talk about group lottery pools. The idea sounds amazing, right? More tickets, better odds, and hey, way more fun. But if you've ever actually tried to organize one, well, you know it can get messy, fast. Today, we're going to dig into a system that's built to fix all of that. So, I gotta ask, have you ever been that person? The one running around the office trying to collect $5 from everyone for the Powerball draw. Or maybe you're on the other side, just handing over your cash and hoping for the best, kind of crossing your fingers that it's all legit. It's such a common thing, and it always kicks off with so much excitement.
And that's where you see this massive gap between the dream and the reality. The hope is always so simple. We're going to win big together. But the reality? It's just this storm of questions. Wait, did Sarah pay yet? Who actually has the physical tickets? And if we win, is this split going to be fair? It just spirals into chaos so quickly.
So, this whole mess really has a name. Let's call it the lottery pool problem. And it's all about that super informal, trust-based system that, let's be honest, pretty much all of us have used at some point with friends, family, or people at work. And the headaches that come with it, they're pretty much universal. You've got the constant who paid question, which means you have to awkwardly bug people. Then there's the who's holding the tickets, which puts all the pressure on one person. Did we miss a draw? How exactly are we splitting this thing? And the big one, the one that keeps you up at night. What if that winning ticket gets lost? Suddenly, that trust system feels not so trustworthy. Okay, but what if there was a way to keep all the fun of playing together, but just get rid of all that frustration? Well, that's exactly the idea behind a whole new way to play, and it's all built around an app called CoLottery Group. And their whole philosophy boils down to this really simple idea. Play together, win together. And look, it's more than just a catchy phrase. It's really the entire point, to get the focus back on the fun, the shared dream, and away from all the annoying, messy details. So, the big idea here is to take what's usually just a casual thing we do and turn it into something, well, smarter. It's a system built for the community with two key ingredients: accountability and transparency. Basically, everyone knows what's going on all the time. No more guessing games. Okay, so how does this actually work in practice? Let's break it down, and we'll start from the player's point of view, the person who just wants to chip in and have some fun. The whole process is designed to be super simple and totally worry-free. It's really just a few simple steps. First, you get an invite, and you can join the group and sign up super easily. Then, you chip in your share right there in the app securely. No more tracking down the organizer with cash. Now, this next part is huge. You can actually see all the scanned tickets, so you know for a fact your money went in. And finally, on draw day, you just get a notification with the results. Boom, done. All right, that sounds great for the players, but what about the person who's always stuck organizing the whole thing? Well, the system has a special role for them. They call it the jackpot manager, and it's designed to make their life a whole lot easier. And let's just get to the biggest perk right away. For the organizer, for that jackpot manager, it means no more chasing people down for money. I mean, that alone is a game changer, right? So let's look at the other benefits for the manager. The collection process is totally hassle-free because a tracker clearly shows who's paid and who hasn't. You get total transparency with the tickets. They're all scanned with photos and timestamps. Payouts can be set up to be automatic, based on rules you agree on beforehand. And maybe most importantly, there's a full audit history. This protects the manager from any potential disputes down the line. It's all right there in the log. Okay, so we've covered the how, which is cool, but let's zoom out a bit and talk about the why. Why does a system like this even matter? Because really, it's about a lot more than just buying some lottery tickets. It really comes down to three core principles, and they're all equally important. You've got fairness, making sure everyone gets exactly what they're owed, no arguments. Then there's transparency, so everyone can see what's happening with the money and the tickets. And finally, there's community, bringing it all back to that shared excitement, that feeling of being in it together. So if you had to boil it all down to one sentence, this is it. CoLottery Group is really about transforming a fun little pastime into a shared experience that people can actually trust. It's about taking the doubt completely out of the equation. So who is this for? Well, you can probably guess. It's perfect for those office pools with your coworkers. It's great for families who like to play together. And of course, for circles of friends and neighbors who want to pool their money for a shot at the big one. All right, so what's next for something like this? The vision here goes way beyond just organizing a lottery pool for this week's draw. Let's take a peek at what the future of group play could look like.
In the vision, well, it's not small. The goal is to become the standard, the go-to, default way people play the lottery together, all across the country. Think about it. When you think group lottery, they want you to think of this.
So here's how they see it unfolding. Right now, today, it's all about providing that clean, auditable group play. In the near future, they're looking to add more community features, like gaming elements and leaderboards to make it even more engaging. Then, long-term, they're looking at some really cool tech, like using the blockchain for totally secure, undeniable ticket verification. And the ultimate goal? It's not just an app. It's to create a whole cultural movement built around the idea of collective dreaming. Which, leaves us with a really interesting final thought. We usually think of dreaming big as something you do on your own, but this whole concept is based on a completely different idea. It just asks one simple question. What if dreaming big was a team sport?